Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. Welcome, guys. This is for the chosen ones, Galactical Federation, man. Um, I basically wanted to speak on being a leader. And being a leader, sometimes you walk a path that's alone. Being a leader, sometimes you walk a path that's alone. It's not always alone, It's like certain blessings are for you, certain things are only for you to see, so you could personally be equipped for the world. It's about following up on those blessings. Whether you wake up in the morning, you pray, you meditate, sometimes you're doing that by yourself if you don't, if you're living on your own. So, being a leader, sometimes you have goals, sometimes you're ambitious, and not everybody will share that same ambition as you, and that's okay. It's all about us mastering ourselves and self-mastery, and everything else will come into place. I was at a level of self-mastery once in my life, and when you're at self-mastery, it's really good. It feels good. It is good. It's positive. You get the desired outcome that you want out of situations. But for example, right, say you a leader and you've been doing the internal work. You'll just find people, and they'll be able to see opportunities. So for example, if you're spiritual and you've been doing the spiritual work, eventually you'll find a shaman, or eventually you'll find somebody that will help you do a ceremony, or you'll meet other spiritual people along the journey. Some people are on different levels, but you'll meet spiritual people that can assist you along your journey. It's also, being a leader is about, knowing that everybody's not perfect. People have their own place and they do their own moves. The goal is for you to see that people do their own moves and utilize it like a chessboard. Something that we still work on, something that I still work on. But I do know what I could call certain people for. Some people are just associates. They're not friends, and that's okay. You're not going to get along with everybody, including being a leader. Being a leader, you're going to have your own opinion, things you see a certain type of way that other people might not see. So I just wanted to speak on that, what it is to be a leader. And that's just a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Being a leader is, sometimes you have to be a student first, a student for a long time, a student of different schools in order to be a leader. And one thing about being a leader, it takes discipline, patience, and being able to give direction. Giving direction is important. Knowing knowing how to give direction, how to say things, knowing when to be assertive, knowing when not to be assertive, knowing how to talk to different types of people and knowing what they respond to, it's understanding the psychology of certain people. And it also requires being patient because people learn at different levels, on different levels. So, being patient with people. Being patient matters, and also being a student, being a student means, not knowing everything, knowing that you don't know everything. You don't know everything, but you're willing to learn. And it requires listening. Learning requires listening. And it's just very important. It's very essential. So being a leader requires you to get up on your own and do certain things, and that's okay. So that was my take on that. I also saw Rampage's son, what he had did. And I just want to say, the dude is not wrapped too tight, obviously. He was provoked by his online chat. And also, he was given permission to go into that ring. Yeah. This is why they tell people it's not good to drink. You know what I'm saying? If you can't control your beer and stuff like that and your liquor, then you shouldn't be drinking. Any man knows that it's not okay to smash a beer over somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? Some people respond fast and some people don't. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And we do have to be accountable for our actions. Even me, I have to be accountable for certain things. Well, things in general. So, it's a very unfortunate thing, That's all I have to say about it. It's very unfortunate. And, me personally, maybe one punch after that, but to see that somebody is unconscious and still hitting them, it lets me know that there's something wrong mentally. Maybe he needs to be checked out. You know what I'm saying? What else did I want to speak on? It was Kobe Bryant birthday the other day. That is my favorite basketball player. And he just represents leadership, really good leadership, discipline, resilience, and everything. What else I wanted to speak on? It seems like, the fight for FBA so it seems like, everything that FBA has done to defend our culture is being recognized, and it's a good thing. I'm hearing the changes in a lot of African and Caribbean people that now understand our fight and understand the things that we're going through. I feel like this is something that shouldn't have to happen, but obviously it needed to happen in order for there to be a stronger understanding of who Black Americans are. If somebody tells you that they're not something, then just listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't force people to believe in what you want to believe at the end of the day. And that's what these people were trying to do. Some of these people, they were trying to lower our self-esteem and, stay attached to certain accomplishments and things that we've done to boost their own. And it's a lot of stuff, but I'm glad things are being, it's looking good for us. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. And what else? This whole Amanda Seales situation. No, me personally, I don't trust Amanda Seales like that. I feel like she's a very attractive woman and she should have some children. So, I don't know. I don't know about Amanda Seales, man. If anybody that should be debating Amanda Seales, it should be the saint in the center. Like, that would be a really good debate. You know what I'm saying? If we want to see something. But anyway, guys, stay up, stay blessed. I just wanted to have these conversations. Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings.